Maybe retiring when you're old does not necessarily attract you. If so, this video was made for you. Most people reach retirement in their 60s and often do not have the energy to enjoy their savings anymore. Still, most people do not even get to save enough money to even think about enjoying life in their retirement. Retiring young therefore seems unachievable, but is actually quite possible. I would even say easy. Hi, Matrix Money Maker here, and in today's video, we're going to see how you can retire in your 30s. Make sure to subscribe and watch until the end to completely understand what you need to do in order to retire young. Figure out how much money you need to fund all your expenses. Most of the time, people are trying to save money or to increase their income and they don't succeed. The reason is that you need to know how much money you spend and how much money you make in order to elaborate a strategy to become financially independent. So, figuring out how much cash flow we have is the number one step to retire early and to reach financial freedom. You can simply track your income and note down every money you earn and every money you spend. There are many apps out there for you to track your expenses, but we simply recommend to use Google Sheets or Excel and make a spreadsheet in order to keep track where and what your money goes into. Doing this will let you know at which level you are. You will have a much wider and clearer view on what is your net worth, on the total amount of money you have, and from that point, it will be much easier to work your way up. From that point, you will be able to determine how much money you need to live up per year, and this is the most important thing when it comes to retiring in your 30s. While it is impossible to predict exactly how much money you will spend in the future, as you know the amount of money that you live off, this helps you to forecast how much money you will need to retire. Now, depending on the lifestyle that you want to live in the future, or if you want to live the same way you are currently living, you will need to make some adjustments. For instance, let us take Mark, who wants to live an upper middle class lifestyle after retiring. His expenses will include not only his current living expenses per year, but also extra expenses such as trips to foreign countries or activities like eating outside in restaurants or going to the club with friends. On the other hand, Nathan, who is a pretty simple guy, would certainly like to continue to live the way he does currently, or he may even consider lowering his future expenses. To determine the amount of funds needed to retire, you must multiply the total amount of expenses that you wish to have per year by 30. If you are like Mark, this might be $100,000 per year times 30. Which would be around $3 million saved or invested. Whereas, if you are like Nathan, this could be $35,000 per year, which is roughly about $1 million saved or invested. This amount is the money you will need to sustain the rest of your life. And do not forget to prepare an emergency fund if not already included in the expenses. Becoming an owner. Furthermore, when thinking about retiring early, becoming an owner is a beneficial decision. However, it remains a personal decision. But as an owner, the house will belong to you. You will no longer have to worry about the landlord increasing the rent whenever the real estate industry gets out of control. And it will relieve a lot of stress and provide you with financial security, as you respect the budget that you have set when determining the expenses you will have. Even though you will have to take care of numerous things such as managing the property, paying for maintenance, and rising property taxes, it will still be less stressful and expensive than renting while being retired. Moreover, if you have an extra place in your house, you could potentially rent it in order to help you manage your expenses as you earn more money. Consider occupations. When you are planning to retire, it is better to also think about your occupations in advance. Think about it. If you retire young, you will have plenty of time to enjoy life and to do a lot of fun stuff and activities such as traveling, having parties with friends, or even discovering new sports. However, even if you want to have fun all your life, having fun every day can be tiring, and it is easy to get used to it to the point where life doesn't make sense anymore. Moreover, it doesn't really make sense to have spent years learning skills and acquiring knowledge just to lose it all in your 30s after retiring. Therefore, you should consider occupations that require not too much work but enough to keep you entertained and happy with your life. This could be teaching, if you like to share with others, or even becoming a salesman if you like more interaction with people. These occupations may even add to your income after you retire, but you can stop at any moment because you know that you don't do it for money. Increasing your income. Now, in order to retire early, you will need to increase your income to fasten the retirement process because, as you probably noticed, even though there is nothing wrong with doing $40,000 per year, reaching more than $1 million in savings would take you forever if you don't earn more money. To increase your income, you can do a second job and earn an extra $15,000 or $20,000 per year from it. This is not a bad idea, but it would still take you a long time and you would be exhausted at the end of the day. Doing two jobs requires too much intensity for some people. We recommend that you start a side hustle or a business to increase your income. And there are many business ideas out there that you can scale pretty easily and make an extra 6 figures per month. These include starting a digital agency, becoming a social media marketer, drop shipping, launching a startup, and many other businesses which we often mention on this channel. So if you're interested, definitely check out this playlist and see which business suits you best to earn more money. Investing in dividends. With all the extra room in your budget that you will have and all the free time as well, you're going to be shocked at how much you could invest. Think about the fact that you will not have to work for someone anymore, and so you will have the time to invest and analyze the market and moreover enjoy your life. In order to make even more money after retiring, and if you want to upgrade your lifestyle, you can invest in multiple companies to earn lots of interest. At this point, if you implement the right strategies, you will see your compound interest rise drastically throughout the years after you retire. Consider a low risk and safe investment like the S&P 500 that can get you 10% return per year and make your money accumulate. Stay away from any risky investments that could potentially make you lose money and lose your retiring savings. Furthermore, you can also invest in companies that pay good dividend, companies in the oil industry or even in the pharmaceutical industry. Subscribe and turn on the notification so you don't miss more videos about how to make money, personal finance, investing, and much more. If you consider investing after you retire, check out the latest video about the 7 most common mistakes among investors to avoid them. Take care.